Good day. Well, it's Scott Pickett. I'm CEO and founder of Migrate, and I'm here with Loren. Now, Loren is a very good referral and friend of Martin Freeman, who is a board member of Migrate. And Martin has invested with Loren and speaks very, very highly. You guys have known each other since he was a child. I think of you,
about
childhood
10,
friends.
10 years old, yes.
So Loren is a South African, but been living here about 15 years, huh?
10 years, yeah.
So her and her husband, Ken, actually started a company called Crestwood, and they've been helping people invest here in Tunbridge Wells now. And currently they've got 42 properties under management with another 8 in pipeline. They've helped about £6.5 million worth of investment into this region. And what I'm fascinated by is you told me you were looking at your portfolio and did about 22% last year.
Yes, so we personally have been invested in the area for over 10 years, and so really speak from personal experience. It's been probably the best investment we ever made. And we both love property. We've done on average about 22%. That includes the gross rental yield and the capital gain.
That's annually, huh?
Annually, yeah. But it's been, for us personally, a phenomenal investment, and we've tried to share that with as many people as we can, because we both believe very passionately in property. It's a great investment. It's solid. You know, the quality of the tenants and the quality of the properties that we're achieving are phenomenal. So we speak from experience, and we're trying to help other people experience what we have.
And I think just a couple of things that I've picked up today while we've been traveling around. One is across the 42 properties, you're averaging 5.9% net yield. It equates to about 5.9% gross yield, 4.5% net yield. Cost of capital for foreigners is looking at about 3 to 3.5%. You can get about a 60% loan to value. And what I find absolutely fascinating is that, as you know, I speak very negatively about the UK property market, and specifically the London property market, if you're buying off developers. I always say to people, be very, very careful. I think the market is basically in bubble territory. But that doesn't mean that there's not significant opportunity if you're prepared to, as we joke, walk around and kick the doors down and scurry and find good deals. And what I'm excited about is that's what Loren's doing. So Loren, the service she provides is that she has a big network here with all the estate agents. She finds the off-market deals. She secures what we like to call ugly properties or dirty doer-uppers, you know. and then she has the vision to be able to redevelop those properties, and then ultimately provides the end-to-end service in terms of a full management service. She's not outsourcing that, so it's not going out to another third party. They're doing it all in-house. And what I found fascinating is that one of their core values is transparency. So everything, all the invoices, is all put onto a Google Docs, I think you said.
Yeah, Google Drive, yeah.
It'll soon be on the Migrate platform. Don't worry about that. But no. So I think just tell us just a little bit around that philosophy of actually finding these good properties, and how do you do it? What's your value add? Just maybe kind of, even if you explain kind of the story with Martin and how that would equate to the people watching this video.
I think our strapline is creating wealth and building wealth and creating value, and I think that's really, really important. I think so. We look for properties where there's potential to upgrade, potential to really create value in that property, because you're getting phenomenal returns anyway, but we try and boost those returns as far as we possibly can. And there's lots of great opportunities like that. In the UK, what you're looking for is you buying space. Space is at such a premium in the UK that we try to find bigger properties that are more spacious, perhaps not the most not the best looking properties, but we add value. We do them up, we paint them, we put new kitchens, new bathrooms, etc. in, and that really seems to create a huge uplift in the capital gain.
You also said when you do the renovations, you do them to make them tenant friendly.
Absolutely.
So with the type of finishes that would be, are good for tenants,
yes,
but not too upmarket. You don't overcapitalize, basically.
We don't overcapitalize, and the very good reason for that is, as much as the tenants are good, they're not fantastic. It's not their property, so we try and balance the investment versus the return that you're going to get on the rental yield. So I think it's a whole. What we try and do is create a whole end-to-end value proposition for the client, looking at every opportunity along every step of that value chain. How can we make the investment better for you? How can we boost your investment and your returns? And I think that's different to some of our competitors in the marketplace. We also take a very personal approach. We only buy properties that we would invest in personally. We take it very personally for every single property that we buy, where there's a checklist of criteria that we go through. It has to be in a great location, near to good schools. Property itself has to be sound. We go in and we have a really good
Got to be close to a station.
Got to be close to a station. These are fundamental things that are so important that will boost the ultimate gain that you'll get off that property. So all in all, it's a very closely managed, very personally managed experience in terms of buying property, and we take every single purchase very, very seriously and very personally, because our success depends on how well we do for our clients. I think that's...
I always say to people that you don't invest in property, you actually invest in people. And, Loren, it's been amazing meeting you and understanding this market. I think if people want to invest in the UK, there's no better spot than London. I've said that all along, and equally, if you want to invest in London, then you need the right partners. So we're very excited to be able to offer people this. At the moment, the opportunity is only to invest in direct property. That's what Loren does. However, watch the space over the next coming weeks and months. We look to bring some sort of product to the market, hopefully like a 10-house package where people can invest through the platform with as little as £1,000 as an example, and between Wealth Migrate and Loren with Crestwood, we would then accumulate at least 10 properties in this area and manage it as a larger investment. So if you are interested in direct property at the moment, the service offering is available. I know that you also bought a block of flats last year. She had 2 more available, which is why we need a good platform out there, so that those type of opportunities can be given to global investors. So those type of opportunities will be coming to this marketplace, so watch the space. And Loren, it's awesome to have met you and been on the ground here and seen it and understood it.
So one more thing.
No problem.
Just one other thing I wanted to mention is we've been established now for a number of years, and we have really fantastic relationships with a lot of the, pretty much all the agents in the area. So we are often getting opportunities before they even come to the market. We're offered block purchases before they even become known to the general public. We've worked really hard at developing those relationships, and
a good example is that one house you told me about, where the guy, he was obviously going bankrupt or something, didn't want his neighbours to know about it. It all had to be off market, and you helped a client buy it for £100,000 less than the going price, because the guy just didn't want to put it on the market.
Absolutely. And I feel very privileged and very honoured to be in that position now. We're the first port of call to a lot of the agents. They pick up the phone to us first to say, listen, I've got this opportunity. Are you interested? Can you do it? So the great exciting thing to be talking to Scott about is to be able to materialise and actually execute all of these opportunities, because we have unfortunately had a few slip through our fingers.
No, well, fantastic. Well, listen, guys, coming direct from London, that's an update. That's what I'm learning on the ground here. I haven't come to look at property. I've come to find the right partners, and I definitely think we've got a fantastic property here. So thanks very much, Loren.
Thank you, Scott.